Both Sue and I, my wife, we were looking at the television on that night and we couldn't believe our eyes. It was absolutely amazing. The Brexit vote was on the way, and we did see in the evening that it wasn't going the right way, but next morning, of course, we felt quite devastated about the result. It was frightening, really, and I never have thought that actually such a thing could happen in England, which I always thought was a very relaxed, liberal country. Well, it's a frightening beginning, but there's an awful lot to be said on the topic.
I feel personally very wounded by the whole thing, because I'm married to a Dutchman, I've got a Dutch family, and I value that connection a lot. And I feel that he's not wanted by my country, and he's given his country up to come and live here with me, and now he's being rejected by England, and I feel very, very bad about that. And I also have a lot of French and German friends who feel very vulnerable, and we all feel very anxious and hurt by it, and threatened in terms of our livelihoods and our whole way of life.
Yeah, further to the Brexit vote, it was quite interesting because I was at the boatyard, and a chap there who actually has made a great effort and actually done an awful lot of work, and actually I thought he was quite liberal in his ideas. When it came to actually, he asked me, well, Walter, what have you voted? And what would you vote? Would you vote? I said, well, probably I'm a Remainer. And he said, that is a conservative, so you're not a real man. You're not actually standing up. I said, it's not a matter of standing up. It's a matter of thinking about this rationally and see what is going to be good for us and what is not going to be good for us. And I don't believe this is going to be very good for us. He said, I'm very disappointed. And I said, well, what about people around here? How do they vote? He said, we are all leavers. I said, well, what do you get out of that? And we will have freedom. We will be free and we will have our sovereignty back. And I said, yeah, but it won't be very good for the boatyard. We shall see, we shall see. You're just a whinger. Well, in a word, frightened about what is happening around us, and frightened for the world as well, the way things are developing. Frightened.
Disappointed in my own country. That's how I feel. I feel that the links which we have made with Europe and the contribution that immigrants have made to this country have been completely set aside. And I just feel very disappointed and sad about that. Yes.
It is probably more important to try to make the best of a situation we are in now, and try to sort of change the situation a little bit and make it a bit more positive, because there are very dark clouds overhead. It is interesting that the vote actually came out at 52%. It's a bit like if you throw a lot of black and white dice, then actually you then do a count, you find that half of them are black and half of them are white. The reason is it's only a random decision, and I think this vote has actually been very much a random event. The outcome, when we say that people have spoken and we have a clear mandate for this particular vote, that's actually not accurate. It is statistically insignificant, 2%. And I think there has to be room for some thought about the direction in which we are going, rather than what is happening at the present with a hard Brexit and throw everything away and Brexit is Brexit. Brexit is Brexit actually means nothing.
What I would like to add is the sense of disappointment on behalf of my husband, who's lived here for 50 years, who's made a huge contribution to the country in terms of educating all his students, doing research, paying his taxes, all the rest of it. And now he feels as if he's not wanted. And he feels that the community as a whole has rejected him for some absurd racist reasons. Now, you know, I'm sure he wouldn't be made to go. But if he did, I'd have to go with him. And I don't want that. This is a country that, well, I belong to, and that he has chosen to belong to, and we both feel it's turned against us, and that's a very uncomfortable place to be.